Hello students. In our last lecture, we saw which are the challenges of 21st century. Out of 4 points, only 2 points we had covered during the last lecture. Rest of the 2 points we'll discuss it in today's lecture. Before going for today's last 2 points of quality and lifelong learning, I would like to take a review of what we discussed in our last lectures. So, we were talking about what are the challenges faced in modern management or by modern management in today's organization. So, first is your change. Change, as I explained, it is inevitable. You have to accept the change. So, what we saw during last lecture is that today's management has to make its employees capable of accepting the change so that and has to motivate people to strive for improvement and overcome the resistance to change. And for this, the management has to set in front of this workforce the goals which are challenging and which will blossom up the potential of people. That is what we saw. In short, in brief, if we can say that you have to accept the change. Here, humans, you have management, it's the role or responsibility of management to make its employees accept the change whatever is has come up from external environment, or it may be from the internal environment. Whatever change has taken place, accept it and adapt it. Okay, so this is the first challenge. Second challenge which we saw is size of organization. So size of organization, if it was earlier it was presumed that if your organization is of big size, then only you'll be a successful person. But now those thoughts have been outdated. It's not about the size of the organization. Even if you are having a small medium size organization but you are having good teamwork, if your customers are satisfied, if your service is very prompt, if your decision making is very speedy, then these are the secrets of being successful in your business, right? So now days have gone where people used to you know uh, measure your success on the basis of size of the organization. So size of organization will no longer ensure success for the organization. It is only possible to be successful in your business if you are having good teamwork, flexibility in your organizing and operating, and speedy decision making, accuracy of decisions, prompt decisions, satisfaction of your customer service, the kind of image you have developed in the society. These are the things, or these are the keys of success to survive for a longer period in this competitive world of today. Okay, so now moving toward the third point, it's about quality. So quality is the buzzword in today's market. Even we as a customer, when we purchase any kind of product, the first question which we ask that seller is that whether this product is a qualitative product or no, right? So that way, that means, I mean, as compared to earlier period, as compared to earlier customers, quality, today's customer has become so very quality conscious that every time anything which we purchase, never mind, I mean, the use of that particular product is for a short term or a long term, but we think about the quality of the product. Or rather, I would say people are ready to pay a higher price to get premium quality product, right? So price is not an important factor. What is important factor in today's market is quality. I want a qualitative product, right? And the typical mentality of a customer is that I want a qualitative product at reasonable price. That is what a customer thinks about, right? So what is this? This is one of the challenge of modern management, that you have to think about what quality, what type of a qualitative product you are supposed to produce, because in qualities also there are certain types. Low quality, which we call, or it can be called as substandard quality. Then you are having a standard quality and premium quality, right? So these are the three types of quality. So the manufacturer has to decide that is what type of or which type of qualitative product I am supposed to produce, and I am going to give it to my customer, right? So the quality should not be an afterthought. Before you go for your production process, you should be very clear about what kind of quality you are supposed to give to your customer, right? So you have to think about quality before you go for your production. Okay, then second thing is, not only you have to decide your quality, but you have to consistently think about how I can enhance the quality of my product, how I can maintain the good quality. Not only maintenance, but its enhancement is also important, so that my customer will be more and more satisfied day after the other. Okay, so my customer should feel that yes, this is a good quality product, and day by day this manufacturing company is enhancing the quality of the product, so he is happy regarding the quality, right? So you have to take steps to create quality, retain quality, improve and enhance the quality continuously. This is the only secret of success in the competitive atmosphere. Okay, if you don't do that, then definitely you will automatically thrown out of the market. No efforts you need to take to get thrown out of the market. People will start ignoring you, right? Because you are not giving the expected quality. So you have to maintain the quality of the product very well. And for if it happens so that you are giving a certain, suppose you are providing a premium quality product to the customers, and customers are very happy with your product, they are fully satisfied. Over a period of time, if you don't pay attention towards the maintenance and enhancement of quality, or keeping the consistency of your quality, then what will happen? Maybe by mistake, if if you don't pay much attention towards quality, and if your quality gets deteriorates, then what will happen when the customer realizes this, that the product's quality is deteriorating day by day, then automatically the customer will start finding other options in the market, right? So automatically what happens, your customers would get reduced, and you will be slowly thrown out of the market, because customer starts neglecting you, and he starts finding another product in the market, right? So quality is not going to deterioration of quality is going to hamper you as a producer. Okay, because for a customer there are number of ample of options available in the market. If you are not giving the quality, somebody else is giving, isn't it? So he'll divert his attention from you to somebody else, right? So that would be an advantage for your competitor to conquer the market, right? To acquire the market, to be the king in the market, to create his own monopoly in the market. So therefore you have to take care that you have to be very cautious about your quality, how to retain the quality, how to maintain it, and how to improve it day by day. That is the only secret of your success. Okay, so this is the third challenge of modern management. Then next is your lifelong learning. Okay, now it is said that human being is student throughout the life. Okay, the same concept is used in business also. You should never say in business that now it's enough. I do have enough experience in my business. Now I rest of the life I'm not going to learn some things about business. It's not like that. Every day you have to keep on learning, because lifelong learning can only ensure true progress of individuals and organizations. And if you don't learn, if you don't keep on learning, what will happen? It would lead to stagnation, decomposition, retardation, and finally death. You will be thrown out of the market. Death here means you will be thrown out of the market, right? So the changes which are taking place all around in your external environment, uh, because of these changes demand from you new skills and capabilities, which should be learned and imbibed by an individual or an organization as a whole. Okay, so you should keep on learning all the time. So this is another challenge of modern management, that don't stop learning. Never say that it's okay now. it's over now. I have learned a lot throughout my life. Now I can't do this, I can't do that. Never say this in business. You have to keep on learning, upgrading, updating your knowledge. Okay, then another thing is that continuous improvement and upgradation of performance of new methods and techniques which are superior should be mastered upon. You are not supposed to only learn new things and acquire new skills. You have to gain mastery upon it, or you should be an expertise in it. And you must know each and everything about it. You should never say that I have learned it for the first time, I don't know how to handle it, a new technology. You know, don't keep on giving excuses. You just become a master in those new things which you are learning. Okay, and competitiveness can be developed only through learning, and competitive advantage is the direct result of new learning. Okay, when you learn new thing, you gain the confidence that I can stand, I can have a long term standing in the market. And this confidence you get to face the competition or to acquire competitive advantage only if you go on learning new things. And your mindset also becomes positive. You start adapting the changes. Okay, so this that is the learning which makes oneself superior and teaches how to be at the top and ahead of others always. Okay, those people or those organizations who are acquiring new things, new technologies, whatever developments are taking place, then if they keep on acquiring all these things, then what happens? They become superior to their competitors. Okay, and they'll be always at the top in the market because they are adapting themselves with whatever changes are taking place in the market, in the external environment, and not only accepting the changes, but they are updating their knowledge accordingly, and they are becoming an expertise in it, or they're mastering upon it, right? So this is what is required in modern management for your long term survival in the market. These are the challenges: change, size of organization, quality, and lifelong learning. These four challenges are very must for an organization to face through, to go through. Okay, now the next thing is that when we are talking about modern organizations, what type of changes have taken place in modern workplaces, that will be learning. The first one is virtual organizations. So in first year you have learnt about what is the concept of virtual organization, right? So virtual organizations are emerging very fast. Gone are the days when people used to go to office, they used to sign the muster from typical from 10 to 5, 11 to 6, that was the office timing, and people used to, after 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock, people used to go back home. Gone are those days now. Virtual organizations have become uh, integral part of modern management now. But what do you require in this virtual organization is that your employees should develop the skills to handle the technology, right? Because these organizations, I mean, virtual means you are not going to face meet your employees, your boss, anybody. You are not going to visit the office also, but still you are employed. You are still working, right? You are still, your boss is giving you instruction how to do the work, and you are giving the feedback or report back to your boss about what work you have done, what are the difficulties faced by you, and you are getting the salary, isn't it? That means without going physically to office, you are handling the business, you are handling your office work. This is called as virtual organization. Now, how these virtual organizations are being run? They are run on the only with the help of technology. And what is that technology? With the help of internet, right? So internet is used thoroughly. You know, if you want to communicate your boss, if you want, you draft a mail to him, you send a report to him, he'll give you certain instructions through email, isn't it? You contact people through your telephones, isn't it? So has made it possible to undertake your business, and this is what is emerging very fast, that is called as virtual organization. Okay, so that is the first change in the workplace. The second is your part-time and temporary workforce. Now again, gone are the days when people used to talk about permanent job. Now temporary workforce or part-time contract basis, these are the concepts which have become more popular and is being practiced by several organizations. So just outsourcing of things and employing an employee for a short period of time. So short-term relationships are in boom now. People believe in short-term relationships. That is the second change in the workplace. Then the third change which we come across is overuse of computers. Now, because of automation, because of invention of computers have been used everywhere. And if a person doesn't know how to handle the computer, then he's in today's world he'll be called as illiterate. Okay, so that way computer has acquired our life in day-to-day life everywhere. In every office, in every organization you visit, you come across number of computers. People a day night they are working on it, right? So computer assisted learning, decision making, performance monitoring, these are helpful because of computer. They have made your life more easy. Okay, and it has reduced the cost and it is boosting up the productivity. But at the same time, the disadvantage of computer is that some of the employees are complaining that computers are intercepting their privacy rights, isn't it? Because if you are at home also, your boss may call you in the evening, late night also, he may say that you just drop a mail to particular client, do your work at home, isn't it? So anytime, so anytime, so the days have gone. I told you that from 10 to 5 you used to be in the office, and after that you never at home, you never did your office work. But now because of these computers, because of the technology, anywhere anyone can do the work, isn't it? So this concept has been developed, which has hampered your family life or personal life. Therefore people are complaining. I mean, those were the golden days when these mobiles, computers were not a part of our life. But if you look at the more another side of the coin, that the advantages of computers are much more than its disadvantages. So hiding the gray side or paying a deaf ear towards the gray side would be much better. How computers have acquired our life and how they have made our life more convenient and comfortable, that is what we have to see. And people are not going to leave those technologies and computers and lead a happy life. It's not going to happen henceforth, right? So you have to live with this technology. So even though people are complaining, you have to carry forward with this. So this is the another change in the workplace. Okay, then the next one is your workforce diversity. Now workforce diversity is increasing in organizations rapidly. Now, what is workforce diversity? When people from different nations, culture, religion, language, gender, race join your organization as employee, it is called as workforce diversity. Okay, so now an manager or now an organization or a management has to handle all types of people. You know, we are having multinational companies, we are having transnational companies. So what has happened, we have crossed our country's boundaries, isn't it? People are going to another countries for doing their job, they are settling down in another country. Foreign people are coming to our country, they are doing their jobs over here, or they have settled down in our country, right? So now days have gone where it was very easy to handle your domestic people, but now you have to handle uh, those people who belong to different nature, culture, language. They come from very different countries with different languages, and you as a organization, as a management, you have to handle these people, right? Because these people are having different value system, different culture, different beliefs, and therefore the management of such diversified workforce is a huge challenge. Okay, how to manage these people, but you have to, right? If you want to survive in the market, you have to. So that is another challenge. Then moving towards another change is that problem of aging employees. Now what has happened, students, because of increased life expectancy and medical care, or advancements in medical sciences, the retirement age is postponing. Okay, and many of the organization have that thinking that senior most people should not be retired from your organization because they want to gain the advantage of their capability and whatever kind of experience these people do have, senior most people, is very helpful for the organization. Therefore the management, some of the management of the organizations think that you should retain these employees, you should not allow them to retire. So you can see in private organizations above 60 also people continue their work, okay, after 60 also. So this is the thing, that aging employees are increasing, of course, because of good medical care. And But what has happened, these people, aged people, are the people who resist the change. Now for example, if you introduce a new technology in organization, okay, these are the people who are above 60, right? So what do they say? I have worked for 25, 30 years in this organization, and now I'm leading a I'm above 60 now, I'm unable to learn new things. So I can't adjust myself with all these new developments, new changes. This is their mindset. Okay, so these are the group of people who are the first resistance to change. Okay, so that is the problem, that is the challenge. Even though these people are continuing with the organization, working with organization, they are benefiting the organization due to their experience and all, but still these are the people who are considered as a group of people who are strong resistant to change. They don't allow any change to happen in the organization because their mindset is now that I don't want to accept the change. Whole life I worked with a particular way, and now I don't want any drastic change in my nature of work. That's why these people are considered as resistance to change. Okay, and last one is capability of managers. Now the scenario is this kind, that the criteria to judge the capability of managers have been changed. You know, now the managers will be increasingly judged on their ability to identify and implement improvements and to encourage innovative thinking from team members, and professionals will be judged on the ability to adapt quickly to widely different work environment. Okay, so now the capability of managers would be, of course, I mean, the capability is generally of a manager is judged on the basis of how he achieves his objectives. But now in modern management, along with that, his capability will be judged the way in which he thinks, that is, he must be an innovative thinker, of course, and how he implement the improvements and encourage his team members to accept the change. Okay, also the another thing is that we discussed about workforce diversity. So the ability of the manager is judged upon how does he manage the diversified workforce, or he gets adapted quickly to the widely different work environment. These are the things on basis of which a manager's capability would be judged. Okay, so student, in today's lecture we discussed upon the challenges of 21st century in front of modern management, and what are the changes in workplace in today's modern management. Okay, so with this we'll end today. Thank you.